Hello everybody, in today's video I want to talk to you about making money as a teenager. Now there's a lot of young people out there who are keen to make money, willing to work hard, but they're struggling to find the vehicle that's going to give them access to making money. So there's opportunities for everybody out there, it doesn't matter how old you are, and I'm going to run you through 10 of these today. Now the first one is buying and selling video games and school books. Now, if you go somewhere that buys old games, they normally give you a really low price for it, maybe like 10p for a game that is selling on Amazon for like £10. Now, you as a young person in a school, for example, you could be sharing with your friends that you're willing to buy these at better prices than the 10p. Maybe you could give them £1 or £2 for theirs. Before you know it, someone brings in 20, 30 different video games that they haven't touched for the last 3 years. You add them all up, you look on Amazon and see what they're worth, and then give them a better price than game does, sell them on Amazon or eBay or whatever, and you can make a lot of money from doing this. Now, once you get good at this, then you can look at maybe buying some of their other stuff, like their school books and certain revision guides that they don't need anymore. So they've got them sat around the house, but you can buy them at a cheaper rate. Again, put them up on Amazon, sell it. Get used. It's just like learning business, but also making money at the same time. So that's my first tip. Second one is one that I did as well. When I was growing up, there was a hosepipe ban. So I came up with the idea of buying some waterless car washing stuff, and I would go around with some cloths and a spray, and you'd spray the cars down, clean it all up, and it would take quite a bit of time. I probably wasn't the best car washer at the time, but it's one of them jobs that people don't want to go and wait in a queue to get the car washed or do it themselves. If they can just have the luxury of being sat at home while somebody is outside cleaning their car, and all you need to do to get this sort of work is just cycle around, drop flyers through doors, all that sort of stuff, and it won't take long before a couple of people use you. And once you get one, then you've probably got them every 2 weeks. So you probably, you can build this up pretty quick, and yeah, it's good money in it. Maybe charge 10, 15 pounds for a car clean. You could be doing maybe 6 or 7 of these every weekend. Maybe even more, and you can do really well, especially there's not a hosepipe ban anymore, so it might take you a little bit less time than it took me. So yeah, the next one is seasonal work. That's stuff like when it's snowing, do you have the initiative to go out and knock on people's doors and clear the snow off their drive? Maybe they've got it's autumn and all the leaves are falling onto their lawn, and maybe you can go and clean it all up. But there's lots of different things throughout the year. There's different bits that need doing for people around the house. So if you can just offer those services, people don't want to do these boring jobs, and if you can come up and do it for them at a good rate, then it's a good little business there. Now the fourth one is not necessarily a business, but it's a good job that you can get in England from 13 upwards, and it's being a paper boy or paper girl. Again, this was something I used to do. I started when I was 13. I was like begging for a paper round job, and I'd get it, and you'd get like £2 per day it was, and if I did all of my rounds, I'd get a bonus at the end of the week, and I made £20 a round. So but before I knew it, like there were people going on holiday, lots of people, sometimes I would just pick up another round, and so by the end, after I've been doing it for a few years, I had 3 rounds that I'd do every day, plus I'd be covering rounds pretty much every day, doing another 2 or 3 rounds on top of that. So as a teenager, like 15, 16, I was making like 500, 600 pounds just from working in the mornings doing paper rounds. So yeah, good opportunity for you if you're willing to work hard, get up early in the mornings and get out and a bit of exercise. But it's a good amount of money to be made there as a paper boy compared to other jobs that you can get at that age. So yeah. The fifth one is gardening. Now, I never did this as a teenager, but I wish I did, because it's one of them that is actually so easy to do. It's really not difficult, and I think maybe as a teenager you don't realise how easy it is to do. But I mean, you could literally go round to people's houses, knock on the doors, and ask them if they want their lawn cut. They all have a lawnmower. You can literally just get an extension lead out, plug it in, and charge 20, 30 pounds to mow their lawn. And and then maybe if they want, and as you do a little bit more of it, you can start learning different sort of tricks to it. Just look on YouTube for like a couple of hours and you'll know how to do pretty much most of the basic gardening needs that people might want. And again, like, it's good money to be made in that. Once you get one person, then they probably want you to cut their lawn every 2 or 3 weeks. Plus they might tell their mates. And before you know it, you've got a good business, gardening business, where within that you could even ask other people to start working for you, pay them £10 to cut someone's lawn, you organise it all, you charge £30. Before you know it, you've got a decent business, and it's not a huge amount of money that you need to put up front. 6th one, maybe if you're a bit more of a techie sort of person, it would be website designs. Now you could maybe create a few website designs for free, if it's something, like a little hobby you maybe like doing, but before you know it, maybe you can start putting your content out there a little bit more, and you can charge £250, £300, quite a basic website. Now the more you learn about it, can you get websites to the top of Google, all that sort of stuff. If you're a good switched on techie teenager, then you'll be amazed at what people who've had a business for like 30 years. You look at their website and it just looks awful. So people like that, you identify them, you message them, you show them what you could do, maybe give them you could just do like their homepage for free, show them what their homepage could look like, and then hopefully they go for it and move on from there. But there's so many opportunities with websites. There's so many bad websites out there. And again, a couple of hours on YouTube and you'll know what to do, and bit of practice, and then you can start putting your services out there, charge a very small rate initially, but gradually as you learn more and more, it can become quite a good lucrative business. The 7th one is pressure washing. Now, if you look on Amazon, you can get a pressure washer for like £90. You could go around. Now, people love seeing a clean drive or a clean pathway on their house. And these are these sort of amazing jobs that you can just get a pressure washer. Again, people might even have a pressure washer around the house, but if you can just offer that service of going around and cleaning up their driveways and pathways, patios, all that sort of stuff, it's really simple, easy work. You just got to be willing to graft and work hard. But if you spend a bit of time pressure washing, and you can make good money from that. It's one of them jobs, people don't want to do it, and you can step in as a teenager who's got a bit of time in their hands, and you make some good money from it. The 8th one is affiliate marketing. Now, that might sound a little bit odd for you, but affiliate marketing, if you don't know, is basically if I let's say I was reviewing this plant here, for example. Now, I could review this plant, I could say how amazing, I love how green it is, I love how tall it is, I think it's a great size for the room, whatever. And I do a whole video on YouTube about why this is so good, or whatever it is. Maybe you like video games, you can talk about a video game, why you like it. Now, if I then, maybe I bought this plant from Amazon, I could become an affiliate marketer with Amazon. So at the bottom of my YouTube video, I then say, if you want to buy the plant, click on this link. Now, if they then go click on that link and they buy through Amazon, you then get a kickback of that purchase price. So you might not realize, but obviously you can do that for any product, any passion that you've got. You could start writing blogs about it, start doing this plant versus this plant, all the different stuff that you can do, and just get attraction and an audience. And once people find it and they trust you as a person, they say, this plant is amazing, then they might actually go and buy it. And before you know it, you can start making good money from it. So yeah, have a look at affiliate marketing. Again, a few hours on YouTube and you can pick it up, pretty simple. But yeah, it's a good one. It doesn't matter how old you are for that. You can start at any age and make good money from it again. 9th is a baking or a craft business. Now, I've got a few people who I grew up with, and they've set up little craft businesses and like baking businesses on Instagram, and you can build up a good audience. It doesn't matter how, you don't have to be local, you can just be anywhere in the UK or even like worldwide. And if you're amazing at making like a particular type of artwork, or you make the world's best cupcakes or whatever it is, then you can start promoting this and share it, and you can make good money on this. So especially if you like package it well, you market it well, you brand it well, and it's like almost like an experience buying from your cupcake store, then you can make good money. And it's like £15 for sometimes you see like 6 cupcakes going for £15, and people buy it. They like the idea of it. It's a present they can give to their parents or whatever it is, and good marketing, and the reach, because it's on Instagram and because it's on Facebook or whatever you're using. You can reach so many people, interact with their content, they interact with it back. You start sharing followers and all that sort of stuff, and a lot of people where a lot of businesses start is on social media. Again, you don't need any money to get going, but if it works for you, and it's a passion that you've got, it's a great way to share it with the world. And 10th is Fiverr. Now, if you don't know what Fiverr is, it's basically a online platform where if you have a online skill, you could, and maybe there's a business owner or entrepreneur that's looking for somebody to write a blog for them or to do certain different jobs for them. Fiverr connects the person who can do that, the professional, with the business owner, and you can give away content. So let's say you're really good at writing articles for newspapers or whatever it is. Now you go on Fiverr, you can advertise that's one of your your services that you offer, and then somebody might find you on Fiverr and pay you £5, £10, or whatever your price is to write up an article for them. Now it's a fantastic way. And again, if you don't fancy going out and pressure washing and car washing and stuff, it's just that, I think, that idea of, well, if you've got some tech skills and putting it online and connecting people there, it's an amazing way to do it. So that pretty much wraps us up for the video. It's just a quick 10 different things that you can start. Now, I honestly believe that every single one of these you could start on your own, just in a one-man band. But there's no reason why, if you are a good, if you start doing this seasonal work and local families get to realize why you're amazing at doing these certain jobs around the house, and they start sharing it, before you know it, this could actually turn into a real decent business where you can employ other people. You have admin team looking after the bookings and everything, and it turns into something that, and as a 16-year-old person, you can make so much opportunities for yourself just on your own. So maybe if that job isn't coming in that you were hoping for, or you don't fancy working behind the till somewhere, then these opportunities are going to help you, and it gives you something to think about. So if you enjoyed the video today, please do give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you got any thoughts on what I spoke about today. But I hope to see you in the next video, and I'll see you soon.